Hi, everyone. This is Anna, one of your consumer technology specialists at Mid-Continent Public Library. Today, we are going to look at how to turn on and use the Find My settings in case we lose our device. And we're going to be looking at Apple products. I'm going to be demonstrating this on an iPad today, but it will work pretty much the same way for iPhones as well. And we are focusing on what it looks like on mobile devices, but this Find My feature can be enabled on Macs as well as like AirTags and other things like that. So to get started from my home screen, I'm going to tap to open my settings app. It's the gear icon. And from here, I need to open my Apple ID information. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on my name, which is the first thing on the left side menu here. And this is where I can access the information that's connected to my Apple ID and to this device. What I'm going to look for is the Find My option, and it's right here in my right column. And notice that the icon is like kind of a green circle with a little bit of blue. We're going to be looking for that icon in a bit. So I'm going to tap here either on the icon or the title in this list, and that brings me to the Find My options. If I want to connect with family or friends using this service, I can toggle on the Share My Location option. And if I have more than one device, I can tap My Location and then choose which device will indicate my location for others. So then I'm going to tap Find My iPad. And if I were doing this on another device, it would have that device listed instead of iPad here. So I want to make sure the Find My device is toggled on in order to use this service. The next option down is Find My Network, and this allows the device to be located even if it's offline. So this could be helpful if your device is not connected to Wi-Fi or a data network when you're trying to locate it. You can toggle this setting on or off depending on your preferences. And then the third option, Send Last Location, will automatically send the location of the device to Apple when the battery has become critically low. If this device is lost and runs out of battery, you will be able to go into your app and see where its last location was on your Find My map in the Find My app. We're going to look at that in just a minute. There is also a link here under the Find My iPad section. It is this blue text at the end of this little paragraph. And I can tap that to read more about the Find My app, privacy, and what Apple does with the information that is collected. So it's always a good idea to read this information so that you know what you're agreeing to by using the service. I'm just going to tap Done in the upper right-hand corner to close this article. So these are all the options that are in the settings menu. So I'm going to go back to my home screen, and now I'm going to locate the Find My app, which is the same icon that we saw in the settings menu. So I find it and I tap it to open it. And the first time I open the app, or depending on how I answer the question, the app is going to ask to allow it to access my device's location services. I do have the option to allow it just once, allow it while I use the app, or don't allow. You can choose whichever works best for you, but just know if you don't allow the location services to be accessed, the service is just not going to work. So now I'm being asked if I want to get notifications from the app. These might be to let me know if I left a device behind, if I have multiple devices connected. Right now, I don't really want to get notifications, so I'm just going to tap Not Now. And this is my personal Find My Map. I have a menu in the lower left area of my screen, and I can pull up or swipe up to make it bigger if I want. And this is just giving me, if I tap on my device's name, I can see more information. It gives me the address of where the device is. It is also letting me know that the notifications are currently off. I'm actually going to tap to go to my settings. And here I'm going to tap to turn on badge notifications, just in case we need them for something. And then I'll tap my upper left corner to go back to the Find My app. And I can tap to have it play a sound if I'm looking for the device. This obviously would only be helpful if you have multiple devices tied to the same Apple ID. But if we had something like an AirTag, or I was looking for my phone but I had my iPad, I could potentially use this option to help me find my device. Directions would show me directions to get to the device's location. It's grayed out since the device I'm looking at is at the location, so there's nowhere to direct me to. If I have notifications enabled, it looks like I can also toggle an option to get a notification when my device is found. And then below that is where I can mark my device lost. So if I mark the device lost, then I'd be able to turn on the notify when found option. And if my device is lost and I think it's been stolen, or I'm fairly certain I'm never going to be able to recover it, I actually can erase the device from here. So I would just have to enter my Apple ID information before I'd be able to do this. That's just something to note. And then I do have some other tabs in the menu. So I'm going to tap the X in the upper right corner here and exit the device information. And that gets me back to my menu where I can see the other options at the bottom. People is where I can see anyone that I've connected with and find their locations. So if I've connected with my sibling or family or friend, I would be able to see their location on this map if they've shared it. And then device is what we were looking at before, where all of our information is. If we had multiple devices, we'd be able to look at them in this tab. And then the items would list any like AirTag type items that are connected to our Apple ID. When you have AirTags, you can set them up and give them specific names like keys or backpack. And that's how you can then go into the app and differentiate them. And then the Me tab is going to show the information for the device I'm currently using. So if I had been looking at the information for, say, my iPhone on the Devices tab, I would still see my iPad information here on the Me tab because that's the device I am currently using. As it is, the information on the Device tab and the Me tab are the same right now because I only have the one device. So that has really been just a quick overview of the Find My Device features that Apple provides for their products. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you let us know by following our MCPL 360 page on Facebook and our MCPL MO channel on YouTube. We premiere new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. And if you missed the live event, you can always find all of our videos on YouTube on one of our many technology-related playlists on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you again next time.